How often have you talked about killing someone?
Oh, Lord.
No, seriously.
This is 30-year-old Victoria Woerth. For months, she plotted the perfect murder of her husband Shane, scheming to inherit his home and assets. But her arrogance blinded her, especially when Shane's dying words blew her carefully staged alibi completely wide open.
Some days I just wish he would get in an accident, die or something. There's a lot of things that could be done to make it look like it's...
This is the time to tell the truth.
I am. This wasn't planned. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Minersville, Utah. At 2:30 a.m., a panicked call alerts deputies to a gunshot in a local garage. Responding officers find 38-year-old Shane Davis clinging to life with a bullet through his chest. Before drifting out of consciousness, Shane gasps out a final chilling detail that instantly shatters any theory of a suicide.
Looks like he's walked out to here. Just keep talking to us, Shane. You'll be good.
Shane? My name's Christine. I'm with the ambulance. If things go quiet, just keep going.
We're just gonna roll you back, Shane, okay?
Very good. He said he did not do it to himself. Don't ask.
Shane's declaration of innocence shifts the case to attempted murder. 6 people are inside the home, yet no one can produce a weapon. Instead of showing concern, Shane's wife Victoria is eerily detached. She's already envisioning her new life, owning the home, the car, and the estate. But in her greed, she begins spilling too much, revealing a deep, toxic resentment toward her dying husband.
Is he gonna be okay?
I'll tell you later. That's all I can say. Was Shane arguing with anybody tonight?
Just a little bit with me over a stupid comment.
Yeah.
He's been drinking nonstop. He was driving. I told him to come home. He needed to stop his That is a fight that has come out quite a bit between the two of us, is drunk driving because of his ticket last time, which scares me. I have a 2-year-old daughter in the home, and the only comment I had made that if he entered the home that I would protect at any cost necessary for my daughter's sake.
Sure.
Victoria frantically paints Shane as a violent, unstable alcoholic, desperately trying to construct a suicide or self-defense narrative. But as she reads off her phone like she's reciting a script, deputies notice a disturbing pattern. None of the housemates are showing any grief. They are completely numb. That is until investigators sweep the garage and find a trail of physical evidence they cannot explain.
There's blood all the way around to the corner. Yeah, look at this. Here. He's come out to this point. Or try to enter to this point. I don't see anything past here, Kai.
What do they have to say? Anything? Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to his wife. She says it was just him and her arguing. That he's been drinking all day.
A trail of blood stretches from the garage into the kitchen, proving Shane was either dragged or fought to escape. After testing the household weapons, investigators confirm neither has been fired. It means a secret shooter and a missing gun are still out there. And in her growing panic, Victoria is about to slip up.
Well, I don't know how well you guys know him, but he scares the living hell out of me. Since I do have a 2-year-old in my home, I will do whatever it takes in my power to protect my daughter at any cost necessary.
Now, you said Shane did have a pistol, from what you told me earlier.
He has a pistol. It's in my room. I can actually show it to you.
Yeah, just take me where and I'll look at it if you don't mind.
Yeah, we do have... He has his own gun, and I have a rifle.
Okay.
So, they're both in here.
Is that the only 2 firearms in the house?
Yeah, his is right there.
Okay.
So that's his.
Set that right there.
And I have a rifle, which is...
Okay, you can leave it right there, that's fine. What caliber?
7mm 08.
Neither of these have been fired. And these are supposedly the only 2 in the home. And maybe we may have a shooter somewhere. Well, do me a favor, guys. Just everybody hang tight right here. I'm gonna come back and get a statement from everybody. And
well, I don't know where my other partner is. I have 2. I'm polyamorous. He's been gone for a while though, long beforehand.
Okay.
So he left earlier today and has been out and about for a while.
Okay. Yep, just hang tight right here, guys.
A quiet tip from a resident exposes the truth. Victoria was polyamorous, and her secret lover, 27-year-old Mike Miller, fled the home right after the gunshot. Within hours, police track him down. Surprisingly, Mike surrenders without a fight and immediately confesses to pulling the trigger, claiming it was purely to protect Victoria. Detectives let him talk, knowing his heroic self-defense story is too neat to be true.
He proceeded to walk towards me and ended up going through the garage. I know she tried to keep him out of the house by keeping him pinned to the door. For a minute, she kind of kept him there, and then he got kind of pretty physical with her. He grabbed her wrist and he shoved her. And I told him, like, Shane, I will shoot you. You need to let her go. He wouldn't listen. I did what I did to protect him. I shot him.
Mike spins a tale of an imminent armed assault by a friend of Shane's named Sean. It's a calculated attempt to justify the shooting, likely coached by Victoria during Mike's 5 hours on the run, but his self-defense alibi quickly crumbles. With multiple men in the house, there was no need for lethal force. The motive wasn't protection, it was pure jealousy.
So has there been any, like, jealousy squabbles between you and Shane? I mean, have you, like, seen him with Victoria and became jealous?
We've had our moments where, you know, he wasn't really given a choice. Everything had came out that me and Victoria were together and had been together for quite some time and whatnot. She basically told him she was staying with me and that was that. He was going to have to deal with it or, you know, end the relationship.
Shortly after Mike's arrest, Shane Davis died at the hospital. While Mike faced homicide charges, Victoria stayed in Shane's house, driving his car, playing the grieving widow online. She believed she had committed the perfect crime. But 1 month later, an anonymous tip to check her Snapchat account changes everything. Detectives uncover a digital paper trail proving Victoria didn't just know about the murder, she was the puppet master who demanded it.
So, I mean, were there ever times that you and Mike talked about Shane together and that you were both upset with him because of things he was doing?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Just the way that he was acting and his behaviors at hand, and that if it was going to continue on, that we're going to sit down and sit there and say no more alcohol allowed in the house at all.
Mike had multiple usernames on Snapchat. Do you remember Devil Daddy 13?
That might be one of his.
You ever remember having a conversation with Mike about Shane when he was using that Devil Daddy 13?
Not off the top of my head.
So I want to show you this, and maybe I can jog your memory too. This is those snaps between Devil Daddy and Rebel Princess. Everything that I reached between you and Mike, he said, some days I just wish you would get in an accident or something. So
I didn't have to deal with this crap.
but let's just read through these, Victoria.
Okay.
So cut your wrist to get caught.
It was supposed to say too much of a risk, your dumbass would get caught.
So then, you know, Mike responds back to you. It can be done if done right, and it wouldn't be hard to do. And then you responded back to him saying,
Yeah.
not without getting caught or guilt.
And that's where I'm sitting here trying to convince him, like, no, you're not doing this. One, you're going to get caught. Two, you're going to feel hella guilty about shit.
So then, again, Mike to you, getting caught wouldn't be an issue. Killing doesn't carry guilt with me. The person has no hold on me. Mike reports back to you, there's a lot of things that could be done to make it look like natural causes based off his depression and all that's going through his head. I've done it with my dad before, not enough to kill him, but enough to get a point across and make a difference. To the point, and if he dies, he can't defend himself. We can all say he's been acting hella different. The right story by everyone can dismiss it all, and then you say, I'd rather it look an accident. It's the only way. I'm going to keep house. We are sitting here, and I only want one thing from you, and one thing only. I want the truth.
You didn't even expect us to have those.
Confronted with her own digital history, Victoria's arrogance begins to shatter. 2 weeks before the murder, she explicitly messaged Mike, I'd rather it look like an accident. It's the only way. Even as detectives lay out the cold, hard proof of her conspiracy, she desperately tries to explain away her own words, oblivious to the fact that her trap is fully closed.
Victoria, I can tell things are weighing heavy on your mind.
There was a lot of abuse with me and Shane, but that doesn't mean that I ever wanted to lose. Under no circumstances did we plan for this to happen. What went through Mike's head that night that it went all down, I don't know. Shane gets to drinking, he gets violent, and he gets terrifying. I know it's conversation, but at the tail end of that relationship with Shane, it did feel like I was trapped. That night, it just went way too far.
Shane gets shot and he falls down. Who helps him? Anybody try to stop the bleeding?
No, I can't handle blood, and he wouldn't let me touch him anyways. All he did was grunt and make weird noises.
You can't explain that, Victoria. This is the time to tell the truth.
I am. This wasn't planned. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Except you're talking about murdering your husband with your lover. We're making this right for Shane. Shane's the victim here.
And I understand that, but I didn't plan my husband's murder.
How often have you talked about killing someone?
Oh, Lord.
No, seriously. How often have you had these conversations with people?
You're telling me that you're a perfect person and you've never done a single wrong thing in your life?
No.
I have
Or made a wrong
never talked
conversation?
about murdering someone.
Okay, but you've never sat there and made a wrong retort.
Remember when I told you Shane was dead that morning?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said back to me?
No.
And you actually said to me you were worried about losing the house. Your husband just died and told you that. Do you think those things planted the seed in Mike?
And it might have. So planting the seed in there, possibly. I very well might have without even intending to do so. 90% of that, yes, was smart out of the mark. Can I please go?
I'll tell you this right now, absolutely no. What I have for you is an arrest warrant signed by the 5th District Court Judge.
Seriously?
Seriously. You are being placed under arrest right now.
I did not kill my husband, and that will come up, and I will sit there and make sure of it. You guys are making a huge mistake.
With her back against the wall, Victoria finally admits she planted the seed of murder in her lover's mind. For their roles in the conspiracy to kill Shane Davis for his home, both were sent to prison. Michael Miller pleaded down to manslaughter, receiving 8 years to life. Victoria Woerth was convicted of conspiracy to commit aggravated murder, receiving 3 years to life, proving that the digital tracks she thought were erased would ultimately lock her away.